Hi Pisces, my name is Asia and I'm with Eight of Heart Tarot. I'm here with your timeless what you need to know read for the final day in July. However, it's timeless, so when you come across this video, it's probably meant for you. This is for everyone who resonates with Pisces. If you look at your natal chart, wherever Pisces is in, whether that's house or if you have a lot of planets there, this will be for you. The cards will be picking up multiple energies, so please take what fits and leave what doesn't. If you like a personal read, you can book to my website, 8atheart.com. Information in the description box, so read the instructions before booking and paying. And right now, it's only audio and photos until I figure out the videos. And the turnaround time is 4 to 5 business days. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. And this is for Pisces. I'm so sorry I'm late with this, but I just started YouTube Tarot and I was just like, you know what? Yeah, this is your card. Okay. So some of you Pisces are getting out of a relationship and you've been recovering. You're possibly in therapy right now. And this relationship was a lot for you. It made you depressed. You were really sad. You didn't think you were going to be able to get through it. But you were able to overcome, and your therapist is helping you with that. So good for you. It's not wrong with therapy. What else can I know for Pisces? What else does Pisces needs to know? Whether it's the final day in July or just when they come across it. Maybe they come across it a year from now. What do they need to know? Because this is a timeless read, not a monthly read. It's just timeless. Okay, so this one's out. For some of you Pisces, there was a situation where maybe people were holding you in high regard. Yeah. And unfortunately, maybe you guys were well known somewhere and you're just facing the backlash of that. Maybe you guys are working a job and unfortunately you had to step down. Yeah. For some of you Pisces, you could be feeling like you're unappreciated or you were unappreciated and you're getting over that. So maybe you're working for a job where you were given all your creative talents and your abilities and you felt like you were being underappreciated and that really hurts your feelings. So maybe like there was a promotion and you thought you were going to get it and you didn't get it. And so now you're like, well, at first it hurt you because it would have gave you more money. You'd been recognized by your peers, your co-workers. And it broke you down. And you didn't realize, like, well, I have these other opportunities, but I wanted more. It didn't work out in my favor. And it's like you're coming to terms with that. What else can you tell me for Pisces? Anything that sticks out, flies out, or is at the top? What else can you tell me for Pisces? Okay. Yeah, the situation just has you in a mood. You had bad news. Maybe some of you Pisces are traveling somewhere. Your job was overseas. And it didn't pan out the way that you wanted to pan out. So you just felt like you should cut your losses and you're recovering from that. What else can you tell me for Pisces? Let's go underneath the 5 of Cups, please. What can you tell me for Pisces? Take flyouts or anything that sticks out. Okay. Yeah, and there was something that you were trying to be honest about it. Somebody was lying to you in a creative project and you had to let it go. It just didn't turn out right. And you're just healing from that. You thought it was going to bring you fame and recognition, maybe. Maybe there was a contract that you didn't read and it just didn't pan out. and they wanted your creative abilities. You could have got a DM about it, a message about it, an email about it, a phone call. And you thought like, oh my God, everything's going to look out for me. Everything's going to look up. I'm going to get everything that I wanted. But it seems like you did not get that at all. It could have been some possible miscommunication too. Everything just wasn't what it seemed. What else can you tell me? Give me some for the World card. Could have been some poor communication, misunderstandings. This creative opportunity could have worked out, but it was definitely some misunderstandings. Yeah, see, communication. Could have been some messages that were just taken wrong. Else. I'm about to pull from the clarify cards. Give me two more cards, please. I'm gonna line the next one up next to the World card for Pisces. What happened with Pisces? Or what does Pisces need to know when they come across? I saw this one first. Yeah, and when you got this bad news, you were in indecision about it. Like, you didn't know, like, what do I do next? Where do I go from here? You could have been waiting on some news on a creative project and it didn't come through and you were in your feelings and now you're moving on. But now you don't know where to go next. And because this creative opportunity didn't take off, you're just kind of like, well, I guess I'll just sit here. Because I was sad about it. I was upset when I got this message. I thought it was going to be a good opportunity, but it didn't pan out the way that I wanted to. It was probably unreliable. Some of you Pisces are also lacking ideas on what to do next. Not sure where to go, what to do. Let me reverse that back. Not sure what to go or what to do. Some of you guys could be giving up. I'm just feeling like you feel unappreciated. It was a job opportunity you wanted. You felt unappreciated, but now you're moving on. Can I get one more card next to the Page of Wands? I'm going to pull some clarity cards. Okay. I'm not taking all those, but I will take this. Yeah, let me grab the clarity cards. So it seemed like for some of you Pisces, it was going to be a creative opportunity that you wanted, and it was going to bring you more abundance. It was going to help out your situation. Some of you Pisces was thinking about a creative opportunity that was going to help bring more money to your family. Some of you Pisces are also thinking of a decision, a creative decision to make for your family, but you're not really sure like where to go, who to talk to, how to get started. But once you figure it out, you will bring in more money. But it just kind of seems like you're at a stalemate. Maybe you feel stagnant. Some of you Pisces know what to do, but you don't want to make a decision. It's like you're stuck at a crossroads. You could have multiple decisions or two decisions. So now I'm going to pull some clarifiers. Can I get a clarifier for the Five of Cups, please? Let me get a clarifier for the Five of Cups and the Six of Wands reverse, please, and thank you. Pisces, Five of Cups, clarifier. Okay, this popped out. Oh, wow, you have multiple cards. Okay, so let me put these back. Okay, so I asked for a clarifier for the Five of Cups. I asked for a clarifier for the Six of Wands. I have two more clarifiers, but before I throw them out. So it looks like for some of you Pisces, it was an opportunity that it was going to allow you to leave a legacy for your family. It was possibly a creative investment, a creative opportunity, and it didn't work out, and now you're moving on from it. And also, not only are you moving on from it, Pisces, but once you move on from it, you will be able to bounce back. You will be able to have better ideas. You will be able to learn from past mistakes on what to do moving forward. And you're going to find that courage. You're going to be mentally, emotionally, and physically sound. You're going to be grounded. And it's going to pay off for you. So as you go through therapy or self-reflection, you're going to eventually come up with a new plan, and it's going to pay off. And you're going to put it into motion. And it's going to come out for your family. Some of you Pisces just got through a divorce, and now you're learning how to rebuild all over again. Maybe you were married to somebody well-known, or you were married to somebody who had prestige. So maybe you were like a stay-at-home mom, and maybe they were like a businessman of some sorts. But you're learning how to step out on your own. You're learning how to create your own abundance. You're gaining that confidence again. You're gaining that independence again. And it's going to work out for you. It seems like a little bit of a low self-confidence with this Page of Wands reversed, but with that strength on top of the Six of Wands, I feel like it's going to overshadow this, because this is a major arcana. So, and it's on top of another major arcana, the Sun. So I feel like it's going to work out for you, but maybe you're not sure where to go or what to do. With this Queen of Swords, also in therapy, as you're learning and growing and talking to your therapist, and this could be a professional therapist, or this can be just like you finding therapy on your own, whether that's going out and about, listening to music, or just whatever you can to just kind of process your emotions. You're starting to see clearly. You're starting to get some clarity, and because of that, you're going to be rewarded spiritually, whether that's going to be growth, understanding, success, achievement. You're going to gain independence. So if you are going through a divorce, Pisces, it's going to work out. You're going to gain independence. You're going to win in the end. Okay. So the other cards you also pulled, Eight of Cups reversed, and then you pulled a Seven of Cups upright. So for some of you Pisces, also, you're going to be, if you're like recently divorced, you are going to be thinking about the past every now and again, but Spirit is saying don't do that. Like, there might be some resistance to move on. Maybe your ex might be hitting you back up, but don't do that. You could have some fear of moving on or being alone. For some of you Pisces, if this is a creative project, you could feel stagnant, which is why there's a Page of Wands reverse underneath this Eight of Cups reverse. Maybe you feel like, I have a creative idea, but now I don't feel so confident anymore. I'm not sure if I want to go through it anymore. So now I'm stagnant. But Spirit is saying go ahead and do that, because once you go ahead and make that happen, oh my God, if I can grab the card, here we go. Once you make that happen, then all this will happen. You'll be able to leave that low confidence behind, and then a dream coming true. But right now, you're just sitting in this. And also, once you make that happen, you'll have wishes come true. Everything that you've been manifesting and desiring is going to come true. And I know you're at a crossroads, but it will come true. For some of you Pisces, you could be single, and you could have a lot of options, and you don't know which one to choose. But I'm here to tell you to pick wisely, because whichever one you pick, you are going to have that happily ever after with that person. You're going to be able to build with that person, have kids. I don't know which one to pull, which one to tell you to choose, but yeah, no. So choose wisely. Could be having a fantasy about or dreams or manifesting of one day having this picture perfect home, and you can have that once you finish healing and once you put your fucking thoughts into action and you make it happen for yourself. And once you walk away and let go of whatever was here, you'll be able to have it. So for some of you Pisces, you could be going like you're like recently divorced and you're going through therapy. You're trying to figure out how to make it happen for your own. And you think about the past sometimes and you have an idea, but you're not really sure if you should go through with it. But Spirit is saying to go ahead and do it, because you're going to gain independence, and eventually you're going to gain your own independence and your own legacy, your own freedom. For some of you, let's say if you were a single stay-at-home mom and you were just relying on somebody, if you go, once you complete this, whether it's professional therapy, self-therapy, and put your thoughts and emotions, whatever ideas you want to do, it's going to turn to fruition for you. So some of you guys could be starting a business. And once you start a business, it's all going to pay off. And also, you're going to get a lot of dating opportunities, a lot of wish fulfillment. I don't know if you should take them too seriously, because you do have the Seven of Cups. So that does deal with illusions and like, you know, but it will be steamy sex. So you'll be having a lot of sex. But you might come to a point in this process where you don't know which partner to choose. However, when you come down to which partner to choose, they are going to give you that happiness, that, you know, fulfillment again. And this is the same thing for male, any kind of male watchers right now. This is the same thing for you. If you're going through something, same thing. You're going to have a whole bunch of female options. You're not really going to know which one to choose, but eventually you will settle down and you will have this happily ever after. Same sex relationships as well. So this is just for anybody this resonates with. So, all right, Pisces, that is your reading. I will see you guys next time.